What's going on, Red Wings fans? Welcome to another edition of the Forecheck presented by Athletico Physical Therapy. We are live from Little Caesars Arena. I'm Daniella Bruce, as always, joined by Kal, Red Wings radio play-by-play announcer. Ken, first Forecheck of 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good, and it's good to be a part of it, and we've got a lot to talk about today.
We do, and we're going to kick it off right now because we've got some exciting World Juniors news. Joe Veleno and Team Canada ended up bringing home the gold. We've also got Jared McIsaac, another Red Wings prospect that was on that Canada team. So big congratulations to them. They beat Russia in the gold medal round, and it was great to see Joe Veleno out there, and I know that this is a great experience for these young guys, right, Ken?
Absolutely a great experience, and Jared McIsaac as well. And, I think Joe is struggling a little bit in the American Hockey League, and he needed to get his confidence back, so it's good to go in there and know what it takes to play in pressure games, and that's something that hopefully down the road here in Detroit, when the Red Wings make the playoffs, you're going to be facing a lot of pressure moments and pressure situations, so it's good that he played in all different types of situations. Congratulations to Veleno, McIsaac, and Canada. They really played well. And
you're looking at the rest of the Red Wings prospects that were also in the World Juniors tournament. You've got Jonathan Berggren, Jesper Eliasson playing for Sweden, and of course, last year's sixth overall pick in the draft, Moritz Seider, who was very impressive in that World Juniors tournament as well.
And it's great for Red Wing fans who followed the Red Wings World Junior Championship, Daniella, just to see all those players play. And when the Red Wings were very, very good, when they had Yzerman and Shanahan and Fedorov, they really didn't have many players selected to play in the World Juniors. But now you can take a look at your future, and all five of those players really played well.
And both Joe Veleno and Moritz Seider had 6 points throughout the whole tournament. We're taking a look at their numbers here with the Grand Rapids Griffins. Both of them are playing there this season, and both of them have also been strong in Grand Rapids.
Absolutely, and Mo Seider, to me, has been a man amongst boys down there. And, it took him a little while to get going, but he's really strong. I saw him lay out one of the players in that World Junior Championship. But what I really like about Mo Seider is his smarts. He's very intelligent, seems to be a leader out there. And Veleno's finding his way, and hopefully, like I said, that confidence from the World Junior Championships will carry into the American Hockey League, and he'll have a great second half with the Grand Rapids Griffins.
And one of Veleno's best friends there, Filip Zadina, he's up here playing with the Red Wings. He had a successful World Juniors tournament, and now he's having his own success in the NHL. Carly Johnston has more on this story.
Thanks, Danielle. Carly Johnston here down in the locker room. After Red Wings morning skate, I caught up with Filip Zadina and Coach Blashill about the recent World Junior Championship that had Red Wings' own Joe Veleno and Jared McIsaac taking home gold for Team Canada. Seeing players like Joe Veleno and Jared McIsaac, people that are in your organization, what's it like seeing them win gold for Team Canada?
Well, I wish it was gold for Team USA, but no, it's good for them. I think it's a great, it's a great tournament. I've been a part of it. It's the best players in the world, and I think, it's an opportunity. The opportunity to represent your country and win a gold is awesome, but I also think it's an opportunity to grow. So hopefully they went through experiences that now, as they look back on those experiences, they're better because.
So we just had the World Juniors here. Team Canada took home the gold. Your buddy Joe Veleno, as long as Jared McIsaac, they were on that team. How does that feel to watch them get that gold?
Well, I think it feels, awesome. Like, especially when I was watching them, the goal medal game, and I felt for them, and they were a pretty good team. They came back for against Russia, and they played awesome. And especially Joe, he was one of the leaders there, and he was carrying the team, and he was helping the others. So it's good for him, especially, and he deserved it. And same with Jared McIsaac. They play both well, and they deserve it. So it's I would love to have the same feeling like them, but I've never done it. I've never won the World Juniors, but I think and I believe that's it's a great thing what could happen for them.
And you've experienced the tournament, though, and what's it like playing over there and playing people across the entire world?
Well, it's a big honor, for you and for everyone in the team. You're representing your country, and it's probably the best you can do. And, be part of the team. It meant for me a lot, be in this team and play against the best players in the world, and having fun together, and it's it's during the Christmas and the New Year, so it's always great. You're with like a second family, so it was very good.
Shifting gears to talk about your personal game, you seem to have come into your own. You look like a true NHL player out there. You've been picking up some points. How are you feeling, and how is your confidence helping your gameplay?
Well, I feel good, so far, and I'm glad for the chance I'm getting and the opportunity and everything in this organization. So it's doing well so far, but what matters for me the most, it's the wins. It's the win in the game and be part of the winning team. And right now it's tough for every single of us. So it's tough, but we're trying to do our best. And I believe that this game and the game after we'll win it and we'll feel better for ourselves.
Unfortunately, you didn't get that win in Chicago, but you had an awesome snipe. Walk us through that, and does that help going forward, knowing that you can get those shots?
Yeah, obviously it was a good PP situation for us. We've been in the O zone for a bit, and then we just make some plays, and I shoot the puck, and it's ended up in the net. So I was glad for it, and it was huge. We were up early in the game. And then we were up 2, and something happened. They tied the game, and we lost, unfortunately. But it was the one game, and we believe that we can score as a line and PP unit today as well, and hopefully we'll win the game. So that would be awesome.
All right, talking about today taking on the Montreal Canadiens, you guys have had some good gameplay against them. What's it going to take to have a solid second period and in turn have a solid full 60 minutes of hockey?
Well, probably just stick with the plan, play simple hockey, especially during the second period. That's what we are not good in, I guess, but we'll just manage the puck and they'll be fine. Just need to manage the puck, play smart hockey, and especially just during the second period, and we'll be fine. I know it, and I believe it, that if we'll take care of the second period, we'll be fine.
The Red Wings are looking to get back in the winning column. They've played well against the Canadiens thus far and looking to build on that this season. Back to you, Daniella.
Thank you, Carly. And Ken, we're going to get back to the Montreal Canadiens in that matchup tonight, but we've got to take a look back at that snipe that Filip Zadina had on the power play in Chicago. The probability of him fitting the puck through that small space had to be pretty slim, right?
Yeah, he likes to go top shelf, and that was just a perfect shot right there from that right face-off circle. And looking back at his career, we haven't really seen too many games from Filip Zadina, but it seems like that's where he likes to shoot the puck from. The other thing I've noticed about Filip Zadina in his games here, his 18 games with Detroit, is he's getting more involved, and he's playing really good defensively, and he's becoming a two-way forward, and it's baby steps at a time, but I see different things from him that's making him an all-around two-way player, and he's just not out there shooting the puck from that right circle as we saw on that last play, but he's really making things happen, being creative in the offensive zone, and doing all the little things that you need to do to win hockey games and be productive.
And Ken, you mentioned him getting more involved. A lot of that might have to do with the fact that he is getting more ice time. Against Chicago, that was the most ice time that he has logged thus far this season, with about 19 minutes, 30 seconds. I think it was 19:24 to be exact. So he's getting all of those opportunities.
Well, he's earned the ice time, Daniela, and that's the thing about players and coaches. Coaches control the ice time. So if you're playing really well, you're going to get that ice time, and certainly he played almost 20 minutes as you described. And you know what? Players enjoy that. Filip Hronek was playing 27 minutes against Tampa Bay and in this following game, and they just enjoy the opportunity there to play almost every other shift. So I like the way he's playing, and if he continues to play that way, he's just going to improve and he's going to be better.
Well, let's switch our focus to talking about Montreal. They're in town tonight. This is the first time they're going to be at Little Caesars Arena this season, but the Red Wings have beat them twice this season, so they're 2-0 in Montreal this season, which is a little strange to talk about because in recent history, the Red Wings have not been very good in Montreal.
Bernier's been the Montreal killer, I'll tell you that. His save percentage this year in 2 games is like .956 or something like that. And, he really has performed well against Montreal. So he's going to be between the pipes tonight, I would assume, for Detroit. And that's good. And the Red Wings really competed well. They played Montreal early in the season and really played a strong road game and, really took it. They won 2 in a row to start the season on the road. Big victory in Nashville. Then they won in Montreal, won the last game in Montreal as well. So, the Red Wings hopefully can carry that over into the 2 home games remaining against the Canadiens this season.
Definitely. It's not going to be an easy task, though. The Canadiens have some powerhouses on the offensive end. They've got Tomas Tatar, Max Domi, and Shea Weber, just to name a few of them. They're the 3 leading scorers for the Canadiens, and last night Tomas Tatar had a 2-point night in Winnipeg. They lost, but he still played well.
He had 222 career points in his time here in Detroit, and we all know about Thomas Tatar. He's a sniper, and he's their leading scorer right now. Max Domi, he was on a streak where he had points in 9 straight games, and he's all everything right now for the Montreal Canadiens. And Shea Weber, we all know about him when he was playing with the Nashville Predators. He's one of those guys that can hurt you with that big shot on the power play. He controls the game back there on the blue line, and you always got to be careful when he's got the puck, especially on the power play.
So as we said, the Red Wings have seen this Canadian team twice this season, beat them both times. What are they going to need to do to make that a 3rd win tonight?
Just play the same way. And, Bernier's been pretty solid over his last 5 starts. So, again, it all starts in goal. And I think the Red Wings were guilty of forcing the issue a little bit in the 2 games against Dallas, especially against Chicago in the last game. And they had a 2-0 lead and couldn't protect that lead. But when you try to force plays, you turn the puck over. And in this league, when you turn the puck over, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be in the back of your net. So the Red Wings just have to play in that offensive zone and do the same things they did in the first 2 games in Montreal against the Canadiens. They do that, they can come away with a victory tonight.
Well, fans, it's an original 6 matchup here in Detroit, and those are always fun. So we hope that you're coming down here for the game tonight. And Ken, did you know it's Jimmy Howard bobblehead night?
I did not know that.
Yeah, if you're coming down here, you got to make sure you get here early. We have a limited amount of Jimmy Howard bobbleheads. Maybe we need a Ken Kale bobblehead after that one, right?
No, Jimmy, I think I don't know if he ever had a bobblehead.
No, I think this is his first one. So get your Jimmy Howard bobblehead if you're here. If not, tune in to 97.1 The Ticket with Ken Kale, or you can catch the broadcast on Fox Sports Detroit. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next time.